mark of the 45. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
With a start here to the ball game, you get a good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
And again, it's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, that's one way, and a good way to get things going offensively. One play in, and they're already on the move. The defense, they're hoping that's not a sign of things to come as this game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Mayfield. And that's complete to Hoff.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Baker going to give it to Irvin. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot. There's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
3rd down and 6. Now Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Elijah Higgins from 19 yards away. And the Buccaneers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Giants nothing. Chase McLaughlin the kick.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
70 Lions, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Dart. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch of this wildcard game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020. 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Dart going to look to throw here. That one taken in by Neighbors. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Dart. He'll try to pick it up himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
19 yards. That's another San Antonio first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5.
And 3.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Trey Palmer on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake, and here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They push him back 8 yards and time on 2nd down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Warrior 70. Again, baby.
Seven, our score after 1. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to have it here just past the 25. And I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step?
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 54 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Once again, it's Irving. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
He gets it over the middle to Palmer. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game does. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They run out of the gun with Urban. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here is 3rd and 5. Mayfield down. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Abdul Carter drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's got it. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Baker Mayfield taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
19 Lions. Go! Hawk, check. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready?
Now Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go street. Motion. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Throwing his dart. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey, smash it. Man, I got him. Trap 60, trap 60. Check go.
To throw his dart. He's got his target. That's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Play. 79 Bronco.
From the gun, dart. On the throw, read him too much that time. It's incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Cougar 19. Good board. 7 Pirate. 19 Lion.
They'll throw now on the final play. That is intercepted at the goal line. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish a running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Go.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
18 Cardinal.
To the air, dart. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger.
From the gun, here's dart. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. You ready to spin?
To throw, dart. Under pressure, they got him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 70 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up the first down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play fake. Mayfield. Open man is Ibuka. His second catch in this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. They're bringing us about right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
It's a gain of 2.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, seen up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Irving will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here, because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score. Buccaneers 28, Giants 7. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And the San Antonio first down.
70 line.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready.
Throwing his dart. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Dragon 60, Cowboy 80. Go.
To throw now, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
At the 47-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Mustang 19.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Dart. Now he'll tuck it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
19 light. Take up.
They'll go. Here's Dart. He'll try to do it himself. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll start on the ground with Irving. Yeah, he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. 91 yards rushing for him now. His team has been tremendous all day long. Second down and 4. A run up the middle with Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They go play action. Mayfield. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On the handoff. This is Irving. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5, about the 4. They'll give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to make 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now we give Irving running right. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal.